Video, I'll give you a list of my favorite artificial tears that target mixed dry eyes. These drops are especially helpful if you are a heavy screen user and can help alleviate your dry eye symptoms. Let's take a look. Hi everyone! Welcome to today's video. I think this video is what many of you are waiting for. If you are a dry sufferer, like me sometimes, because I almost sit in front of a computer screen all day, then you have probably tried using artificial tears. Using artificial tears should be pretty self-explanatory, but the truth is, if you enter a local pharmacy, you'll be astonished by how many brands of artificial tears are available on the shelf. And you're like, okay, which one should I buy? Because obviously, buying all of them isn't a great option, is it? I personally have tried 5 to 6 brands of artificial tears with limited success. And trust me, it's really frustrating. I don't want you to be purchasing every brand of eye drops out there and testing each of these. Just a disclaimer here, the eye drops listed in this video are based on my personal experience and other dry eye sufferers around me. So while these drops are helpful for most people, they may not work the best on you. This video is also not sponsored, so I won't receive any commission. So don't worry, this is not an advertisement. Once it comes to dry eyes, we need to target the root cause of our symptoms. The tear film is divided into 3 layers: the lipid layer, the aqueous layer, the mucin layer. The lipid layer deficiency leads to evaporative form of dry eyes, which is very common nowadays due to excessive screen time. Aqueous layer deficiency is less common, mostly due to refractive surgeries like LASIK and Sjogren's syndrome. However, most people actually suffer from the mixed form of dry eyes, which means that both the aqueous layer and the lipid layer are deficient. In rare cases, even the mucin layer can go wrong due to the vitamin A deficiency, chemical injury, or Stevens-Johnson syndrome. So targeting all 3 layers of the tear film rather than one is the best bet to improve dry eye symptoms. The first artificial tear you can try out is Refresh Optive Advanced. This eye drop is one of my favorite because it replenishes all 3 layers of the tear film. First, it hydrates the aqueous layer just like other artificial tears, but it also contains castor oil that behaves just like the mebum secreted by the meibomian glands and stabilizes the lipid layer, preventing evaporation. What makes Refresh Optic Advanced really shine is that some lipid-enhanced tears contain up to 2.0 microliter of lipid per drop, which is up to 33 times more lipid than that found in normal tear film. And too much oil delivered to the outer surface can lead to temporary blurred vision and discomfort. Refresh Optic Advanced delivers smaller than 0.1 microliter of lipid per drop, which is just enough for stabilizing the tear film without causing visual blur. Not only that, but Refresh Optic Advanced also contains carboxymethylcellulose sodium, which is hydrophilic and helps the tears to really adhere to the ocular surface, much like the function of the mucin layer. This lengthens the tear retention time and protects the epithelial cells from hypertonic stress. Refresh Optic Advanced is also available in preservatives-free single-use vials. Because Refresh is a famous brand, its preservatives are high quality and can be used multiple times a day. However, if you have chronic dry eyes and need to use artificial tears all the time, or you are sensitive to preservatives, then it's a good idea to go with single-use vials. Yes, it's gonna be slightly more expensive, but the long-term benefits of no preservatives are definitely worth the extra money because it's your eyes that we are talking about. Just a head up, while your Refresh Optic Advanced does not require shaking before use, you do have to remove your contacts before administering the drop. This is especially true if the eye drop contains preservatives. You don't want those chemicals to get into the lens and damage the lens. The second artificial tear I want to talk about is Systane Complete. Systane is a very famous brand with a family of products. Studies have shown that Systane lubricant eye drops are highly effective at reducing symptoms of dry eyes, both immediate and long term. The Systane brand is the best-selling dry eye franchise in artificial tears solution and is the #1 doctor-recommended brand here in the United States. Alcon is also a really cool company that constantly does research to improve its formulations. Systane Complete is a relatively newer product that targets all 3 layers of the tear film, making it a great option for mixed dry eyes. It contains ingredients that both replenish the aqueous layer and protect the tear film's mucin layer. Not only that, but Cysteine Complete also has mineral oil in it, which helps to coat the tear film and prevent them from evaporating. So again, Cysteine Complete is excellent for mixed dry eyes, which is a form of dry eyes that many of us, including me, suffers from. Cysteine Complete truly stands out against other artificial tears because of its nano droplets technology. Cysteine Complete contains an emulsion of tiny lipid nanodroplets that are much smaller. This means that the eye gel can spread quickly and evenly across the ocular surface, resulting in better coverage, faster adding hydration, and a longer retention time. So yes, in terms of efficacy, Cysteine Complete is on another level. The downside with Cysteine Complete is that it does not come with preservative-free single-use vials. It only comes with this large bottle, so it will contain preservatives. Yes, Cysteine is a famous brand with gentle preservatives, but a chemical is a chemical, and you probably don't want to use it too many times a day. Compared to Refresh Optic Advanced, you need to shake it before use, and this is also not compatible with contact lenses, so you will have to remove your contact before administering the drop. Oh, I forgot to mention, Cysteine Complete is naturally white in color, so don't worry if it looks gone to you. It isn't. The last artificial tear we'll talk about today is Refresh Digital. Refresh Digital is fairly new and features the hydrocell technology, which enables hydration and maintains the volume of cells on the eye surface. The active ingredient in Refresh Digital, such as carboxymethylcellulose sodium, glycerin, polysorbate, also add viscosity to the artificial tears, helping it act just like the mucin layer, adhering to the ocular surface. Refresh Digital also has castor oil in it to replenish the lipid layer and prevent tears from evaporating. Refresh Digital is also available in the preservative-free formula, so you can use it multiple times a day. Again, the only downside is that you need to remove your contact lens before applying the drop. So this will be an overview of the 3 artificial drops that I find to be the most helpful for mixed dry eyes. If you don't want to visit an eye clinic to find out what type of dry eyes you're suffering from and don't know which eye drop to use, Cysteine Complete, Refresh Digital, and Refresh Optic Advanced are a great ones to start. Of course, I encourage you to visit an ophthalmologist regardless, but many people just don't bother doing it. Oh well. Oh, by the way, let me offer you a pro tip on reducing waste. Have you ever experienced eye drops dripping down your face? Well, that is more than common because many people report washing their faces with eye drops. Current eye drop bottles dispense about 5 times the liquid your eye can absorb. Up to 80% of every drop is wasted due to overflow onto your cheek or drainage by the tear ducts where the medication is absorbed into the rest of the body. Decades of clinical research shows that smaller drops are as effective and safer than current drops in many cases. This is especially true when using glaucoma medications, which can cause numerous side effects, yet you are still forced to pay for this wasted medication. To reduce wastage, you can consider using this nano dropper. Nano dropper can fit on most eye drop bottles, taking only a minute or 2 to install. Nano dropper minimizes the volume of each drop by 70%, just large enough for your eyes to absorb. This can reduce cost, waste, and side effects. Of course, you can check with your doctor if nano dropper is right for you. Before I end this video, I'd like to stress that while most eye doctors recommend Refresh Optic Advanced, Refresh Digital, and Cysteine Complete, it doesn't mean that you can overuse them. Drugs are all toxic to some extent, and eye drops are no different. Your tears are the best, after all. Theoretically, overusing artificial tears can create a rebound effect, making you dependent on them. We should all weigh the pros and cons carefully before using an eye drop. It would be best to use an eye drop under the guidance of an ophthalmologist or optometrist. After all, eye drops are liquid, so even generic ones can provide temporary relief. This creates an illusion that I am so smart, I picked the right eye drop, and we start overusing eye drops in the long run. I think most of my audiences use eye drops for visual fatigue, but ultimately, the best way to relieve eye strain is to follow the 20-20-20 rule. That is, for every 20 minutes of close work, look away at something at least 20 feet or 6 meters away for 20 seconds or more. Don't expect a bottle of eye drops can cure your eye strain after hours and hours of excessive close work. So, that's it for today's video. If you have been using these 3 eye drops or other eye drops which you have had success with, share your experience in the comment section below because your voice can help others in this community. If you like this video, don't forget to leave down a like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.